Okay, guys, so now I'm going to show you another radial design, a different way to start it out. So I'm going to go to Pixlr. So this is what you will do, pixlr.com, and I'm going to do the \E just so it gives me the E. Okay, so here's the one I did in my last video. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up because I'm going to use that same one. So there it is. That's where it's not done. It is not finished. So don't think this is some finished. This was just some stuff I was showing you. But now what I want to show you is a different way to go about doing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and make all those invisible. And then I'm going to bring up the one that I had worked on, the original one that I had erased. So there it is. And then once again, I'm going to duplicate it just so I always have one as a backup. So I'm going to layer, I'm going to duplicate the layer, and then make that one invisible. So I'm going to make this one smaller. I'm going to take it, I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to put it right there in the corner up here. So I'm showing you a different way. Oops, made it too big. So I'm going to be showing you a different way you can make your radial design. Now, remember, radial means everywhere you look, it's like a mirror image, no matter which direction, corner to corner, side to side, top to bottom. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to duplicate the layer. So I'm going to layer, duplicate it. So now there's two of them. And now what I want to do is I'm going to flip it so it'll be a mirror image over on this side. So I'm going to come up here. So watch how I do this. I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to go down to Transform, and I'm going to flip it horizontally. So that way it's facing this way. So now I'm going to take her and I'm going to put her right there in that corner. Now, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that. I'm going to hold the Shift key. Now, the only thing about when I did that, you see, it actually flipped her everything. She's even the letters are backward, but that's mirror image, isn't it? So I'm going to hold that one, hold the Shift key, come over here and hold that one. So now I've got both of them selected. Now I could go ahead and merge them, but I think right now I'm just going to duplicate them. So layer, I'm going to duplicate the two layers. And now I have the two layers. Now I'm going to see, because it's two of them, I haven't merged them. And I'm going to see if it'll let me. I want to flip them vertically. Okay, I cannot flip them vertically because they have not been merged. So let me go ahead and merge the two of them. Now you remember when I do this, I have to make sure that what I don't want merged isn't showing. So I'm going to go ahead and just make everything invisible but the two that I want to merge. Actually, yeah, so I'm going to hold the Shift key, select both of those. Those are the ones I want to merge. So I'm going to merge visible. Okay, so now I'm going to take them and I'm going to transform and flip them vertically. All right, I don't know what happened. Oh, yes, I do. I'm over here on the wrong layer. Make sure you're on the right layer when you do that. And I don't know what happened. Oh, because it's locked. Unlock. Okay, so let me bring these back. Let me figure out what's happening here. Okay, I don't want you to show. I want my merge layer to flip. Here's my merge layer. All right, there's my merge layer. So, oh, it says fixed up here. I don't want it to say fixed. So watch that, guys. I don't know how it went fixed. So now I can come over here to edit, transform, flip vertically. There we go. Now I've got it. Now these two, I'm going to go ahead and merge the two of them. So that they are together. So then when it automatically locks. Every time I do something, it automatically locks. So remember that if you're struggling and you can't figure out why things aren't moving for you. So move them there. And they're there. There. So now I have those. So let me go ahead and bring the color back up so you can see the background there. There we go. So if you look at it, that's rotated. It's not really the mirror image, but these two are the mirror image and these two are the mirror image. And then it's a mirror image this way, up and down, and up and down, it's a mirror image. So now I have those four. So now I think I'm going to merge all four of those. Oops. So I'm going to take that eyeball off there. And now I'm just going to come up here because they're the only thing showing. So I could just click on one of them and say I want to merge visible. So now all four of them have been merged. So now it locks. So I've got to unlock it. All right. So now I'm going to duplicate that. And then I could go on and do the same thing as I was doing before, like I showed you in the last one. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to rotate them. Now you notice, because see, they're right there on that corner. So when I rotate these, my heads go outside, and I don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, which reduces their sizes, it's going to make them smaller. But now I can get them all in there showing. Yeah. And now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate them. Duplicate that layer. And then I want to rotate that layer. Ooh, I like that. So now I want to go ahead and duplicate the two of those. I like that, but I'm going to take make those bigger ones in the back invisible. And I'm going to take those two. So I'll make sure both of these are highlighted. And I'm going to, and then of course I have to unlock it because it locks it. There. So now I have that and that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those center. I really like how these are spaced right here. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to duplicate that layer again. Oops, layer duplicate. And I'm going to rotate those. And I think I'll make them smaller. Move them in there. Try to rotate it. I'm having trouble getting it just the way I want it. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Rotate. Let's bring back the color. See how that looks. And then we'll go ahead and duplicate that little one again. Make it smaller. Try to center it. Rotate it. Make it even smaller. It's like a vortex. It gets smaller each time. Let me duplicate that again. Layer, duplicate layer. Oh, which layer did I? Oh, I duplicated the wrong layer. Oh, that's all right though. I kind of like that. Kind of like it. But I wanted that little one. I wanted that tiny one that I just did. That's the one I wanted. Duplicate layer. Make it even smaller. Rotate it just a little bit. Looks like gears. Yeah. Now I want to play with colors, how I want it to look, what color do I want them to be. I don't have to keep that background that color. I could change my color scheme. Let me do that. Let me first unlock this background and then change the color that I think I want. Let's go with blue. All right, now I'm going to fill it with the blue. Okay, we didn't fill. Now why didn't we fill? Oh, there we go. Because you got to touch it. You got to come over here and touch. That's the part I want to fill. All right, I kind of like that. Yeah, let's see. Let's play with the colors. Let's see this back one right there. Let's could do the hue saturation. Remember, the hue saturation just changes the color of the picture. It doesn't, you still see the person. You're just changing the coloring. So you make it blue like that. Then apply. And then I'll do that next set. And colorize. Always click on the colorize. Do a bright green. Apply. And then the other ones right there. Do the same thing. So hue saturation. Colorize. And do like a dark green. Not very green, is it? There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Apply. Now I'll do the next ones. And I'll do. Ooh, this time I picked up temperature. Let's see what that does. Not what I wanted. I'm going to stick with the hue saturation. I'm going to go back to blue. Oh, apply. That one. Adjustment, hue saturation. And let's see, let's do, I want to stay in that. Ooh, maybe we'll go purple. Colorize, make sure we colorize. We'll do a purple. Oh, adjustment. Oh, do the temperature again. Hue, saturation. Oh, make sure you hit colorize, otherwise you can't see it. Uh, said itty bitty one in there. You can't hardly see it. And I'm going to apply. I really want to do something with this background. I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm going to play with some of these. See what mosaic will look like. Oh, nope, nope. I'm not on the background layer. Get back here on the layer, on that layer. And now mosaic. Let's see what this does. I'm not even seeing anything. Not doing a thing. I'm going to zoom in. I want to do something with that background. So I'm going to play and see if any of these will do something. Now I know I can do a gradient. So if I get up here on the gradient tool, which is right next to the fill button, the gradient tool is right there. I can say I want it to be radial. And then here's the colors I'm using. Now I could click on there. I could change those colors. I could choose something that they've got. I can look at some of theirs. That might be kind of cool. Or I can change these colors, just like when we were in Gravit. If you guys remember that, these little, they're sliders, but I like to call them houses. If I click on it, so this one's selected, and I come over here and I change that color, I could change that color to anything I want. See how that went to white, and now that's that blue. So let me change that color to more of a purple. Okay, so now I've got purple and white. So I've chose that as my gradient, and it's going to be a radial gradient. So now what I've got to do is I've got to click. I'm going to click in the center, and I'm going to come out with this. Now watch what that does. See, that gives me that gradient. So it's white in the center. Now if I didn't want it white in the center, maybe I want it white on the outside. So maybe I'm going to click out here somewhere and then come to the center. And then it does just the opposite. So wherever I click, I'm going to get white. And then the rest, it'll go. But I think I want it to be white in the center. So I'm going to come and do this. Now I could get really psychedelic. I could sit right here and I can, so I've got, that one's white. If I come right here and click, it's going to give me another color. And then I could change that color. And I could come right here, change that color. Let's go blue. And I could click right there, change that color. There we go. So see, now I've got all these colors, and I can play with the transition of those colors. Space it out good. And do the same thing. So click at the center and come outward. There. Ooh, that's psychedelic. That is really psychedelic. So something else you can do. And you can bring in stuff, guys. You can bring in pictures if you want to put another picture in here in the, like in the background, or if you want to play with another image and make another radial design with a different image, you can. The sky's the limit as long as it's a radial design. And I want you to think color schemes. I don't want you to be all over the board with different colors. I want you to stay in a family of colors, if you will. And that's it, guys.